I knew something was wrong the moment I walked into my own house and heard her laugh. Not just any laugh, that laugh. The one I'd heard 1,000 times at family dinners, birthday parties, holidays. My cousin Emma's laugh, coming from my bedroom upstairs, at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, when she was supposed to be at work, when my husband Jake was supposed to be at work too. I froze in the hallway, car keys still in my hand. The real estate showing had been canceled last minute, so I'd come home early. The house was supposed to be empty, another laugh. Then Jake's voice, low and intimate. My heart hammered against my ribs as I kicked off my heels and crept toward the stairs. Each step felt like walking through quicksand. The bedroom door was cracked open just enough to see Emma's red dress, the one I'd helped her pick out last month, draped over my reading chair. Just enough to see Jake's work shirt on my bedroom floor. Just enough to see them. I stood there for what felt like hours, but was probably only seconds, watching my husband of 5 years with my cousin, my best friend since childhood, in the bed I'd shared with him for years. The room spun. I gripped the door frame to keep from falling. That's when the floorboard creaked under my weight. They froze. Jake's eyes met mine over Emma's shoulder, and I watched his face transform from pleasure to pure terror in slow motion. "Sarah," he started. I turned and ran. I made it to my car before I heard the front door slam open behind me. "Sarah, wait!" Jake was running down our driveway in nothing but boxers, Emma appearing behind him wrapped in my bathrobe. My neighbors were definitely getting a show. I gunned the engine and backed out fast, tires squealing. In the rearview mirror, I saw Jake stumble and fall on the pavement. Emma rushed to help him up. Even caught red-handed, she was still choosing him over me. I drove aimlessly for hours, my phone buzzing non-stop with calls and texts I couldn't bear to look at. When I finally pulled over at a gas station, I had 47 missed calls, 23 from Jake, 18 from Emma, 6 from my mom. I listened to one voicemail from Jake. "Sarah, please come home, we need to talk. It's not what you think, I can explain everything." Not what I think? I saw them. In my bed, there was nothing to explain. But then I listened to Emma's message and my blood turned to ice. "Sarah, I'm so sorry you had to find out this way, but I'm pregnant. It's Jake's. We didn't want you to get hurt, but we're in love. We have been for months. Please call me back." Pregnant. I sat in that gas station parking lot and screamed until my throat was raw. When I finally went home at midnight, Jake was sitting on our porch steps like a lost dog. "She's lying," he said before I even got out of the car. "Emma's lying about the pregnancy. She's trying to manipulate the situation." I walked past him to unlock the front door. "Get out. Sarah, listen to me. Get out! I never meant for this to happen." Emma came on to me months ago. She said she'd always had feelings for me, and I was stupid and lonely, and I spun around. "Lonely? You were lonely? We live in the same house, Jake. We sleep in the same bed every night. You're always working, always busy with your real estate clients. Emma, actually talk to me. Listen to me. So this is my fault?" His mouth opened and closed like a fish. "That's not what I meant." "How long?" "Sarah." "How long?" "Since Christmas." 8 months. They'd been doing this for 8 months, including during my birthday, our anniversary, the vacation we took to Mexico where I'd thought we'd reconnected. "Pack your stuff and get out. Tonight." The next morning, Emma showed up at my door with red eyes and a Starbucks peace offering. "We need to talk," she said. I let her in, mostly because I wanted to hear her try to justify what she'd done. She sat on my couch, the couch where we'd had so many girl hawks, where she'd cried about her breakups while I comforted her, and dropped the bomb that changed everything. "I lied about being pregnant," she said quietly. "I panicked when you caught us. I thought if you believed we were serious, really serious, it would hurt less somehow." I stared at her. "You thought lying about being pregnant would hurt less?" "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Sarah. But I love him, and he loves me. We didn't want it to happen this way, but you wanted it to happen." She looked down at her hands. "Yes." The honesty was almost worse than the lies. "Since when?" I asked. "Since your wedding day." My wedding day. 5 years ago. She'd been my maid of honor. She'd held my bouquet, fixed my dress, given a speech about how perfect Jake and I were together. You've wanted my husband since my wedding day? I fell in love with him the moment I met him, she whispered. But you saw him first. You always see everything first. The best jobs, the best guys, the best life. I just wanted something for myself for once. I felt like I was seeing Emma clearly for the first time in my life. So you took him. He came to me, Sarah. After Christmas dinner, remember? You got food poisoning and went to bed early? He stayed to help me clean up, and we talked for hours. Really hawked. And then he kissed me. I remembered that night. I'd been so grateful that Jake had stayed to help Emma clean up while I was sick. I'd thought it showed what a good man he was. Did you sleep with him that night? Yes. One word. One simple word that destroyed everything I thought I knew about the last 8 months of my life. The divorce was final 6 months later. Jake and Emma got engaged 2 weeks after that. The wedding invitation arrived on a Tuesday, exactly 1 year after I'd caught them. I stared at the elegant script announcing their joyous union and realized I felt nothing. Not anger, not sadness, nothing. I threw the invitation in the trash and went to work. That evening, my phone rang. Emma's name flashed on the screen. For the first time in a year, I answered. I didn't think you'd call, I said. I wanted to explain about the invitation. My mom insisted we send you one, but I told Jake you probably wouldn't want. You're right, I don't want it. Silence. Sarah, I know you hate me. I know I destroyed everything. But I need you to know that Jake and I are happy, really happy, we're good together. I looked out my apartment window at the city lights below, my new life, my clean slate. I know you are, I said. You deserve each other. I hung up and blocked both their numbers. Some stories don't end with forgiveness or reconciliation. Some stories just end. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.